Hello, anime screamers. When anime and horror movies collide into a single star, we are the Anime Scream 1798. I do top 10s, what ifs, predictions, and everything beyond. I am the one, the only Anime Scream. Welcome back to the channel. We are looking to Time West's X, released in 2022. This is a little controversial because X is a kind of, well, about about a cast of crew, about a pornographic film, a, a pornographic film. A cast of crew tried to make a pornographic film in the 1979, but a elderly couple roll in their Texas property find themselves threatened by the honestly these homicide couple are actually really good, but to tell you the truth, it's actually because Mia Goth played both Pearl and Maxine. And I already watched every single film. Mia Gipsy. I actually did do Mia actually play in Nipomania, Malabone, which is a psychological horror drama film. Siberia, which I'm actually going to cover. Struggle Girl. High Life is a science fiction horror film. Emma, which is just a comedy. Mayday is an American drama film. The House, which is a stop motion anthology film. If I actually stop motion anthology, honestly, X Pearl Infinity Pool, but we actually know that she's in Infinity Pool. I actually will cover Infinity Pool on a later date. But Mia Goth actually got the Bram Stoker Award. Honestly, yes, she is amazing. But with her co-star, Jenna Orega, honestly, she is the fourth sibling born September 27, 2002, which is actually my birth month. She actually is a Mexican descendant. But should I actually say, before I get to her, let me actually get into her roles in here. She actually is also in Stuck in the Middle, Richie Rich. Eleanor Alves. She actually is in Bizarre Bark. Big City Green. You. What is you? You is a freaking. And she actually is in Wednesday. Will I cover Wednesday? Yes, in the near future. I actually did use. I actually did do my. But I will actually say she's also in Insidious Chapter 2. Honestly, I don't even think. Does it even have kills? There's also Studio 666, Scream X, Scream VI, but the upcoming Death of the Unicorn American Dark Comedy. And spring and fall of romantic drama. American Carnage, American comedy. But her first, she actually does have a freaking first horror film, which is Babysitter Killer Queen. I actually love this horror movie. It's actually a black comedy slasher, but it is considered a horror movie. There are also Yes Day, Fallout. She actually is in the Screams series, and I actually enjoy Scream, Scream 5, and Scream 6. Will she be in Scream 7? No, she actually dropped out after the freaking incident. I actually am shocked. And Martin Harrison, honestly, he is actually in Auckland, and honestly, he is no stranger. Honestly, he's actually in The Ring. Honestly, I will cover Ringu, and I will only cover the Japanese version, then I will cover the reboot version. I will actually check out how many is in the Japanese version and how many is in the freaking. But I will not cover the combination films. Like, there are also Stranger Play at Night. I haven't seen Strangers, so I will actually check it out. And The Devil's Knot. But I actually, it's American. But there are also Brittany Snow. Brittany Snow is also in Pacifier, Whisper of the Heart, John Tucker Must Die, Hairspray, Prom Night. Honestly, I will actually cover the original Prom Night. Honestly, she actually not in other horror movies. I'm being honest. She's actually in Family Guy also. And Owen Campbell, which is he's in Bitter Feast, psychological horror movie, The Friction, which is not a horror movie. Independent psychological thriller, which is Super Dark Times. The Strange Ones, thriller drama. Blame, which is a teen psychological drama. Nancy, which is a American mystery drama. Honestly, he actually is in Candyland, which is a horror thriller, a 2022. Will I cover it? Probably if. And Scott Mercedes, finally. Honestly, Scott Mercedes is. Before I actually go, he was born in. He actually known as Kid Crudy, and here his filmography. He's on One Tree Hill, The After Party. He was Shia LaBeouf. Here are all his movies: The Maniac, A Short Slasher, Cruel Summer, Goodbye World apocalypse, American apocalypse film. Drunk parents, Killer Hasselhoff, Bill and Ted Face the Music. Honestly, I don't even think that is a freaking horror movie. He's actually only in Pearl as an executive producer credit. He's actually in the Silent Night. Silent Night. Wait, the 2023 action American action thriller? But he's only in the producer credit because his character actually died in. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's get to the kills. The kills! 1979, the police found numerous dead bodies wrapped in body bags. They entered the farmhouse and find something shocking in the basement. Let's go back 24 hours. Aspired film star Maxine. Honestly, played by Mia Goth. Honestly, they embark on a road trip of her producer Wayne. Wayne, fellow actors Bobby Lynn. We will meet the other people. Bobby Lynn, Jackson, amateur director RJ, RJ's girlfriend Laureline, and the to shoot the film, and Bobby Lynn and Jackson strike up a romance. Honestly, these characters in the in this predicted their own deaths. Bobby Lynn actually predicted her death in the start when they actually live in the summertime when she walked out a picture of an alligator. You will find out later. Honestly, the group arrived. They actually drove up and arrived on the farm of Pearl and Howard. Honestly, I like how Pearl and and Maxine interact with different actresses playing them. And elderly couple who has a guest house where they shoot their film. The film is actually a porno, and they want to do the crew film a sex scene. What between Bobby, Lynn, and Jackson? Again, this is really strange, and honestly, Maxine wandered on the property, but she actually smoked a cigarette, walked, and being stuck, and she actually unknowingly got stalked by Pearl from trees. To tell you the truth, Pearl actually recognize her at Maxine as a young version of her. So that's why she actually watched her. So she actually went for a swim. That's why Maxine went for a swim and gets stalked by the long alligator. The alligator is named Thea, as she's honestly, I do not know how. She actually nearly escaped the water and returned to the guest house. Maxine is invited to the farmhouse. Honestly, to tell you the truth, for a glass of lemonade by Pearl. Honestly, were impressed where she impresses envy for Maxine's youth and the sexual advances towards her. Howard returns home as Maxine sneaks out. Honestly, not only they predicted, we actually predicted Pearl's. They actually predicted the main character, the characters that will die deaths. They also predicted Pearl's and Howard's death. I will actually tell them and explain their deaths in order. Honestly, the guest house that they actually shoot the sex scene with Max and Jackson, unknown by Pearl watches and imagine Maxine position. She when she plead Howard to claim that his heart is too weak. I will explain. Just let me explain. Honestly, intrigued by saw the film. The if expected in a sex scene, RJ scene later anticipate RJ set out to leave the group stray on the farm as they slept, but discovered Pearl standing in the driveway. They tried to help her, but she sexual advances him and buff and stab him and the neck until his neck is decapitated. That's he at RJ was stabbed. Here's the real truth. He was stabbed 23 times in the neck by Pearl with a steak knife until he was decapitated. Knowing RJ is missing. Actually, death was predicted that RJ was actually going to be death was actually predicted in during the film is missing Laura Ellis Wayne helping in finding him. Wayne searches in the barn and step on a nail, and he see something move outside, and then he peeped through the hole in the door, and Pearl shoved a pitchfork through the hole into his eye, killing him. Honestly, this actually happened. Accidentally step on a nail with ridden board and stabbed eye by Pearl with a pitchfork. Honestly, meanwhile, Howard invited Lorraine into their house, claiming Pearl gone missing due to their ceiling not being well. He he asked Lorraine to retrieve the flashlight down the basement. She goes down the basement and see a hanging male corpse. I am not joking. There was a stabbing. He was the unnamed man was stabbed in the chest and slide by Pearl off screen body scene. Howard goes to the guest house and asks Jackson to help find Pearl and split the perimeter. Jackson finds a submerged car in the water. Howard throws a flashlight into the lake, triggering Jackson to go retrieve it, hoping he will be attacked by the alligator lurking nearby. Jackson makes it out, but confronted by Howard, who shot him in the chest. Yes, shot in the chest by Howard with a shotgun off camera shot heard. Honestly, this was actually predicted in the film. He was actually going to be shot, and he was actually saying he was going to be shot. Pearl sneaks into the guest house, undressed, and climbs into bed with Maxine caressing her body. Maxine wakes into horror to find Pearl lying next to her, waking Bobby Lynn. Back in the house, Lorelai breaks into the basement with the hatchet, but Howard breaks her finger. Bobby Lynn finds Pearl standing on the edge of the lake. Pearl insults her and pushes her in the water and is killed by the alligator. Bobby Lynn was skull eaten by Thea after being pushed into the lake by Pearl. It was predicted because she actually pushed through the door in the open credits to X. Honestly, Maxine, man, Pearl and Howard reunite, guess where they have sex. Meanwhile, Maxine hides under the bed. Maxine managed to escape to the van, where she finds a decapitated corpse of RJ and vehicle slash tires slash. She arms herself with a pistol from the glove box and entered the house to flee Lorelai from the basement. Lorelai is hysterical and blames Maxine for the occurrence and attempt to flee the house, but is shot by Howard. Lorelai's fingers was crushed and shot in the side of the face. Howard with a gunshot, but she was still twitching. The body began to move inside, and her corpse started to twitch. Startled, Howard caused him to have a heart attack and died. Howard died of a heart attack and coughed up as after seeing Lorelai cough up blood. Honestly, this was predicted too. Lorelai died of a gunshot and Howard died of a heart attack. Maxine retrieved the keys to Howard Pearl's attempt to shoot her and not reloaded. Pearl then tried to shoot Maxine with a shotgun. Maxine dodged the shot and the blast sent her front of the porch door and break her hip. As she lies in pain, she begs Maxine for help, and Maxine get into how truck. Pearl starts to berate her and insult her. She reverses it and crush her head. Pearl hip broke after she sent Brian out the door when she fired Howard's shotgun, and head crushed underneath the tire of the pickup driven by Maxine. Five guys and two girls. With actually, uh, never mind. Let's get to the numbers. Wait, you want me to do what? No, I am not doing that. Let's get to the numbers. About 12 people died in X. 5 boys and actually 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 boys, 5 boys and 3 girls. Actually, it's 8. 8 people died in X. Bring in highest bar graph for boys and lowest bar graph for girls. With a runtime of 106 minutes, we got a kill average every 1.6 minutes. I give the great acts of execution to RJ. RJ, I actually, you guys will have to really watch Debbie James, and he actually did it better than I did. He actually got clips of it. RJ was stabbed 23 times in the neck by Pearl with a steak knife, and until he was decapitated. It was a brutal scene, and I actually enjoy it. The Whippy Wooden Acts of Dullness will go to. I have to say Howard. He died of a heart attack after seeing Lorelai cough up blood. I am not joking. That is it, guys. Released in 2022, Exit will be followed up by Pearl and the prequel Pearl and Maxine. I will actually do oh, this time I actually will do a kill count based on a music video. This is AMA Scream, and this been my kill count. Have a good day, guys. Bye.